properly and keep your things that are not related on this subject. Please keep that. Please wake up your classmates that are sleeping. Sit properly. Now, please read the lesson 21.
Living with others in the present as influenced by nature's past.
So we will tackle first is all about nationalism. Anyone in class read this essay of Carlos P. Romulo? Anyone in class that have read this essay? Nakabasa na kayo nito? Isa lang? Anyone? But did you read this already? Say okay. So this essay of Carlos P. Romulo is written during 1941. It is between or about the full independence of the Philippines and the looming threat of World War II. So this is written by Carlos P. Romulo for us to remember our history or nationality. So, siya lang yung nakabasa ng I am a Filipino Carlos P. Romulo. Yung dalawa lang. So, can you share what is this essay all about? Just share any thoughts about this. Please stand. Easy thoughts. Given the details about nationality.
What article is I believe that it's about the history of the Filipinos, the traditions, and what did our ancestors do before, and also why you should be proud or why you should have Filipino pride based on your nationality.
Very good. His answer is correct. Now, I have a question and I want everyone who wants to answer to raise their hands. How can we truly honor our past? What's your name? Nathan, please stand up. How can we honor our past?
What I can think, ma'am, with my head, celebrate the accomplished achievements of our past ancestors like the independence and the revelation of overwork versus corruption.
Very good. You can sit. Yes. Please stand up.
Last dos mama na si Lula.
We must like celebrations Okay. Remember our past and honor our ancestors. Okay? You, what's your idea about this? Okay. Sing the national anthem. Correct. Next. Very good. It is nurturing our culture. Kung saan tayo nang galing. So, also, we can honor our past by remembering what our heroes did to our country and to our freedom. Next, how can we fulfill our obligation for our future? Since we tackled the past, what can we do about our future? Okay?
Since considering that our current Vietnam is very, anti-conservation of Philippines. Just like the current Vietnam and some people are revolutions slowly and vanishing off or slowly getting out of our slowly getting out of our because of the president and for that I believe that we should to fulfill our obligation for revolution we should preserve our remaining we should very to honor our spiritual honor our
Very good. So, boys at the back, do you have an idea? Do you have an answer? You. You're the one who Yes. How can you fulfill your obligation for your own future or for the future of this country? Your obligation. Your task. Obligasyon. Oo.
being wise and responsible of everything you do.
Okay, very good. So we all know that we are responsible of our own future. Sure. So we are obliged or we are responsible of our own future because our decisions are the one who yun yung mga dahilan kung saan tayo ngayon. So, now, please all, everybody read.
I am a Filipino, born to freedom, and I shall not rest until freedom shall be added unto my inheritance for myself and my children and my children's children forever.
Now, can you give any idea about this phrase in Cabo? Can you share any idea about this phrase?
It talks about how the Filipinos were born for freedom, and with that freedom, they shall inherit it for their children, and their other children, until their children's children, will also inherit that they feel that they have freedom.
Very good. So, this essay of Carlos P. Romulo reminds us that Philippines or yung bansa natin ay nagmula na sa pinaka madugong labanan. So, we should always remember what happened and What? And honor our freedom. Honor our freedom, yes. And yes. Remember what happened and don't forget what happened in the past. So, our next lesson, it will be discussed by Teacher Giselle.
Since bago kami dito, magpapakilala muna kami. Ako nga pala si Teacher Jess, o maaari niyo kong tawagin na Ma'am. Teacher Jess, maaari niyo kong tawagin Ma'am Jess. Ano nga yung pangalan ko ulit?
Ma'am Jess.
Okay. In continuing the discussion from Ma'am Bea, let me ask you this first. Is class important? Okay. If you say yes, raise your hands. Give me a number. 14. 13. Sino dito si Casco? Why is it important to study that past or the history of the
how our Filipinos survive on the colonized land, or what did they do to survive on it? Also, why should we be proud of our nationality?
Okay. Sino dito si Miss Adlaon? Can you repeat this answer? Can you repeat this answer? Not just answer one word. Ito yung naalala ko sa pagkakasagot. Can you remember this answer? Just one word. Yes, it shapes our culture. Miss Adlaon says that it shapes our cultural identity. So, it is very important to study the past or the history of the Philippines because to understand the present and explain how our societies and modern and especially the culture and technology evolved. So, now class, the history of the Philippines. The history of the Philippines offers a valuable lesson on society, culture, governance, and tradition. So I have here the 3 lessons that we can take away from the history of the Philippines. Can you read it first?
Long history of cultural diversity influenced both by indigenous roots and foreign forces. Long history of
Who among you here have an idea what happened during the pre-colonial period? Does anyone have an idea? I think this was discussed to you when you're elementary in the Araming Pandipunan na subject. I can't read that subject. Why? Oh my God! Listen. During the pre-colonial period, we had interaction with the people from China and other Asian territories. And what? World War II, no. So now, my question is, okay, listen. Sige, kung kinsa ako makita nga kay siya lang ako mag-discuss din. Okay, I have a question. How does it shape our cultural diversity? It says there that the Philippines has long history of cultural diversity. So how does it shape our cultural diversity? Okay. Napansin ko, balik-balik na ang pan. Dito mo tayo sa mga babae. Dilante.
Ma'am, ang galikod lang siya mangkok, ma'am.
Okay, you. How does it shape our cultural diversity? During the pre-colonial period. If you can't answer, can you call a friend? How does it shape our cultural diversity during the pre-colonial period? Our cultural diversity. How does it shape our cultural diversity? Just give me one word. You don't need to stay.
Community. Traveling, ma'am. Ato bitaw mga pre-colonial, travel sila. Travel sila around island of the Philippines, then makalimutin sila mga TV dito.
Okay, one of the. Okay, so first, by preserving our heritage. Diba? Because, class, I want you to remember that even we have in our cultural diversity, we should unite as one. Even if we have different backgrounds, religion, ethnicity, culture, and tradition. Because what is in our core values in CMUs? U stands for? We should unite even if we in our diverse culture. Understand? Okay, the second one is we had the Philippines had long history of colonization by various powers including the Spanish, American, and Japanese. So, it says that during the colonization by American, Japanese, and Spanish, it teaches us about the various powers. So how does our history teach us about sovereignty or powers? Yeah, sovereignty. Sige, you. Can you repeat this answer? Wala ka dungog. You. Can you repeat this answer? Diba? It is very important to listen the discussion or sino man yung sumasagot. Sige, you. Rebelled from the colonizer. Thank you for that. Okay, the third lesson is the country geography makes it susceptible to natural disasters like typhoons,